Vandeham Shri Guru Shiyata Parakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavam Sya Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Sabadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shivashikam Vitam Sya Om Ajnana Timarandasya Gyanajana Shilakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasma Shri Gurave Namah Gurva Bishtam Supurikam Gurganara Sisha Sambhushitam Chintya Chintya Samastaveda Nipanam Shri Rupa Patanagam Govindamidam Ujwalam Bharatanam Bhaktyan Vidam Sundaram Bande Vishwagurun Cha Divyat Bhagavat Prem Noe Bija Pradam Devam Divyatanam Suchanda Varanam Balarka Chelanchitam Sandrananda Puram Sadekavaranam Vairagya Vidyamburim Sri Siddhanta Nidhim Subhakti Lasitam Saraswatanam Varam Manditam Shivaram Maneka Sharanam Nyashisvara Sridharam Vanchakalpatarubhyasya Kripa Sindhu Bhyevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namah Namo Mahabaranyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namane Gaurastavishe Namah. So we're continuing with our reading of Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat by Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur, commentary by Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Yesterday we were reading how one Brahmin dacoit who was very notorious and had killed men and everything, he became enchanted by Nityananda Prabhu's jewels that he was wearing, rings on his fingers and earrings and bracelets and anklets, and he was thinking, all our future financial problems can be resolved just by robbing this avadut. So they made plans, but the first time they were going to attack, they all fell asleep. And by the time, in that way, the whole night when they were going to plan the robbery passed, and they were awakened by the sound of crows in the morning. So that failed. And then the next time they were going to try, they saw that suddenly there were all these very strong soldiers around the whole hermitage where Nityananda was staying with one Brahmin. Suddenly there was a whole group of soldiers surrounding the whole property, and they were all very huge and strong. And they all had flower garlands, and they were all chanting the holy names. So that didn't succeed. Then they waited for 10 days or something like that. Then they tried again, and when they entered into the compound, they were all suddenly blinded. They couldn't see, and they fell into a moat full of leeches and other insects that bit them. And some of them fell into holes and broke their arms and legs, and like this, they really suffered. So then, after all these setbacks, after all that, then the Brahmin thought, this suffering is appropriate for sinful persons like us, for we tried to plunder the Lord's well. He came to the realization that all this happened, perhaps all this happened because Nityananda Prabhu is the Supreme Lord. And then he decided, so who can protect me from this great danger? I have no shelter other than Nityananda. That was the sinful Brahmin's conclusion. After thinking this way, the Brahmin meditated on and took complete shelter of the lotus feet of Nityananda. Se charana chintile apada nahiyar se kanikoti aparadir o nishtar. By meditating on his lotus feet, even one who has committed millions of offenses is immediately delivered from all difficulties. Raka Raka Nityananda Shiva Gopal Raka Kora Prabhu Tumi Sarva Jiva Bhal O Nityananda, O Sri Balgopal, please protect me. O Lord, you are the maintainer of all living entities. Please protect me. Janardan Acharya Prabhu Pratibhite Kai Punyascha Pratibhitare Hoyana Sahai. O Lord, if a person falls forcefully to the ground, the earth again supports him. This is an example Srila Govinda Maharaj gave many times. If one falls down, if one falls forcibly to the ground, he uses the same ground and the same earth to lift himself back up again. Emadaje tomate aparad kore, seisha seho tomara smarane dukatare. In the same way, the distress of one who commits offenses at your lotus feet is destroyed simply by remembering you. So those who trip and fall have only the ground as support to get up. Similarly, O Lord, those who commit offenses to you have no one but you for refuge. If a person who suffers distress or poverty becomes angry or disappointed with the Supreme Lord, then that angry or disappointed person commits an offense. For after facing some form of distress or poverty, one can understand that you are the only protector. Yes, and in Prapana Jivanamrita, it is stated there that one can take shelter of the Lord under two conditions. One will understand, I have no other shelter than the Lord. And the second way is if someone thought they had some other shelter and then they realize that that shelter is really no shelter, then they can take support from the Lord. Then they can surrender to the Lord. So either you come to the conclusion the Lord is your only shelter, or if you are thinking something else is your shelter and you lose that shelter, then you will come to the Lord. So, Tumi se jivara kamasarva parad patita janera tumi koraha prasad. You forgive all offenses of the living entities and you bestow mercy on the fallen souls. Tatapi jajapiyami brahmagna gobadi. Tatapi yadyapi ami brahmagna gobadi. Mora bara ara prabhu nahi aparadi. I have killed Brahmins and cows. O Lord, there is no greater offender than me. So literally, this Brahmin dacoit, he says, I have killed Brahmins and cows. Sarva Mahapadakyo Tomarash Sharan Loile Kandayetara Samsara Bandhan. If the most sinful person takes shelter of you, he is freed from all material bondage. Janma body tumi se jivara rakapran ande o tumi se prabhu kora paritran. O Lord, you protect the living entities from the time of their birth and also at the time of their death. E sangata hoite prabhu kora ajiraka jari jina prabhu tave koinu e shikka. O Lord, please protect me from this calamity today. If I survive, I will remember this lesson. Janma Janma Prabhu Tumi Mui Toradas Kiba Jina Maron E How Mora Ash. Birth after birth, you are my Lord, and I am your servant. Whether I live or die, I have no other desire. Kripa Maya Nityananda Chandra Avatar Shuni Korilena Dashu Ganera Udar. Kripa Moy Nityananda Chandra Avatar Shuni Korilena Dashu Ganera Udar. When the most merciful Nityananda Chandra heard these prayers, he delivered those dacoits. Emata Chindite Sakala Dashugan Sabara Hoila Dui Chaku Vimochan. As the dacoits thought like this, they regained their eyesight before they were blinded. Then when they thought of surrendering to Nityananda and he's their only shelter, then their eyesight returned. Nityananda Swarupera Sharana Prabhave Jara Brishti Arakara Dehina Hilage. By the influence of surrendering to Nityananda Swarup, they were freed from the distress caused by the rainstorm. everything that's happened. This is far more thrilling and wonderful than anything you can see on the big screen of the movies. I mean, this is really incredible. Katakane Bhutta Deki Sabdashugan Mritya Praya Habe Sabe Korilagaman. Shortly thereafter, the dacoits found their way and returned home, almost dead. Sabegare Giyase Mate Dashugan Ganga Snana Korilene Giyase Khan. After returning home in this way, the dacoits immediately went to take bath in the Ganges. Dashu Senapati Dvija Kandite Nityananda Charane Ailase Mate. The Brahmin leader of the dacoits then came crying to the lotus feet of Nityananda. Vaishya Chena Nityananda Bishpanath Basiya Chena Nityananda Bishpanath Patita Janare Kore Shubha Drishtipad. Nityananda, the Lord of the universe, was sitting, casting his merciful glance on the fallen souls. Chaturdike Bhaktagan Kore Haridwani Anande Hunkara Kore Abadutamani. The devotees in the four directions were chanting the name of Hari, and the crest jewel of the Avaduts roared in ecstasy. Se Mahadashu Dvija Henai Samoy Trahe Bole Bahutuli Dandavat. At that time, the great dacoit Brahmin arrived there, raised his arms, called out, "Please save me, please protect me," and offered his obeisances. This is Trahi, means save. Aparam Mastaka Pulakita Sabanga Nirabadiya Shrudara Bahe Mahakampa. The hairs of his entire body stood on end, and he shed incessant tears while his body trembled. Hunkara Garjana Nirabadi Kore Preme Bayanahi Jani Bipra Koreye Krandane. He constantly roared and thundered in ecstatic love. That Brahmin lost all external consciousness as he cried. Nityananda Swarupera Prabhava Dekiya Apana Apaninache Harashita Hoya. While seeing the opulences of Nityananda Swarup, he began to dance in joy. Trahe Bap Nityananda Patita Pavan Bahutuliye Mata Bole Ganegan. He raised his arms and repeatedly called out, "O Nityananda, deliver the fallen souls, save me." O Nityananda, deliver the fallen souls, save me. Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Ju Ki Jai. Srila Govinda Maharaj Ki Jai. Deke Hoilena Save Paramam Vishmita Himata Dasyura Keni Himata Charita. When everyone saw the behavior of the dacoit, they were struck with wonder and thought, how could such a dacoit behave like this? Geho Bole Maya Ba Korea Asijachi Konpa Korea Ba Hanadeya Pache. Someone said, he must be playing some trick. Under this pretext, he may raid the house later. By nature, duplicitous people externally exhibit simplicity and humility, but when the opportunity arises, they engage in illicit activities. Keho Bole Nityananda Patita Pavan Kripaya Haraba Hoila Baloman. Someone else said, Nityananda is the deliverer of the fallen souls. By his mercy, his heart is changed. Vipurara Atyanta Prema Vikardakiya Jigyasila Nityananda Ishadhasya. On seeing the transformations of ecstatic love in that Brahmin, Nityananda smiled and inquired from him. So the Brahmin dacoit is surrendered to Nityananda Prabhu. On seeing the transformations of ecstatic love in that Brahman, Nityananda smiled and inquired from him, Prabhu bole, kaha dvija ki tomara rita, borata tomara deki Adwaita Acharya. The Lord said, tell me, O Brahman, what kind of behavior is this? I see your behavior appears most wonderful. Ki deki la ki shunila Krishna anubhav kichu chinta nahi akapate kahasam. Did you see or hear something that gave you realization of Krishna? Do not worry. Tell me everything frankly. Shunya Prabhu Rabhakya Sukriti Brahman Kohitena Parikichu Koroye Krandan. Hearing the Lord's words, the fortunate Brahmin could not speak, but continued to cry. Gadagadi Jai Pari Sakala Angane Hasekande Nachegai Apana Apane. He rolled on the ground throughout the courtyard. He spontaneously laughed, cried, danced, and sang. So Nityananda said, well, what is this unusual behavior, Brahman? Tell me, has something happened that changed you, brought you to Krishna? But the Brahmin became choked up, dancing in ecstasy, rolls on the ground. He can't say anything. Sustira hoya dvija tabe katakane kahite lagila sab Prabhu vidyamane. After some time, the Brahmin became pacified and began to speak to the Lord. E Nadia Jai Prabhu Basati Amar Namase Brahmana Vyara Chandala Achar. Oh Lord, I live in this Nadia. Although I am known as a Brahmin, my behavior is like that of a hunter or dog eater. Nirantara Dushta Sange Kore Dakachuri Para Himsa Bahi Janme Aranahi Kori. I always engage in thievery in the company of wicked people. Since birth I have done nothing but commit violence to others. Moredeki Sarva Nabadipa Kapedare Kibapap Nahi Hoi Amara Sharire. The people of Nabadip tremble in fear when they see me. There is no sin that I have not committed. Dekiya Tomarange Dvija Alankar Taha Haribare Chitta Hoilamar. When I saw that your body was decorated with valuable ornaments, I decided to steal them. Egdin Sajibahu Loy Dashugan Harite Ailu Mui Sri Angaradan. One day I brought my band of armed dacoits to steal the ornaments from your divine body. Sedinan Nidraya Prabhu Mohila Sabare Tomara Maya Yanahi Janilun Tomare. That night, O Lord, you bewildered us with sleep, but by your illusory energy, I could not understand you. Aradin Nanamate Chandika Pujiya Ailana Kanda Churi Trishula Kachiya. Another night, we worshipped Chandi with various ingredients and then came with choppers, knives, and tridents. Adbhuta Mahima Dikilana Sedine Sarbabari Acheberi Paratika Gane. That night we saw something wonderful. The entire house was surrounded by soldiers. Ekeka Paratika Jena Mata Hastiprai Ajanulambita Mala Sabara Galai. Each soldier was as powerful as a mad elephant. They were all decorated with garlands that reached down to their knees. Nirabadi Haridwani Sabarabadane Tumiacha Grihamaje Anande Shayane. They all incessantly chanted the name of Hari as you blissfully slept inside the house. Henase Papista Chitta Ama Sabakar Tabunahe Bujilana Mahima Tomar. Yet our hearts were so sinful that we could not understand your glories. Karaparatika Asi Jache Kota Hoite Eta Babi Seidin Gilana Semate. We thought that the soldiers had come from another place. Thinking like this, we returned home that night. Tabe Kata Dina Byache Kali Ailan Asijai Matra Dui Chaku Kailan Then after a few days, we came again last night. But as soon as we came, we lost our vision. Bodhite pravishta hoy sabdashugane anda hoy sabe badi lana nanastane. When I entered the courtyard of the house with my band of dacoits, we all lost our vision and fell in various places. Kanta chonka polka jada brishti shilagate sabe more karo shakti nahika jaite. We suffered greatly from thorns, leeches, insects, rainstorm, and hail. Being afflicted in this way, we had no strength to return home. Mahajama jatana hoila jadibog, tabi seshe sabar hoila bhakti yoga. When we had thus suffered the punishment of Yamaraj, we eventually developed devotion to you. Tomara kripaya sabe tomara charan korilun ekanta bhave sabe smaran. By your mercy, we remembered your lotus feet with full attention. Hoila sabar tabe chaku vimochan, keho Mahaprabhu tumi patita pavan. Then our vision was restored. Such is your greatness, so deliver the fallen. Ami sab edayalune sabjatan, etomara smaranara kon ba mahima. Then we were all released from such suffering is not the real benefit of remembering you. Jahara smarane kande abidya bandhan, anayase chalijai vaikunta bhuvan. By remembering you, one is freed from all bondage of ignorance and easily attains the abode of Vaikuntha. But this is not the real benefit of remembering you. Kahya kahya dvija Khande urdvarai henalila kore prabhu avadutarai. As the Brahman spoke, he cried loudly, such are the pastimes of Avadut Nityananda Prabhu. The real benefit is one develops some love for the Lord. That would be the real benefit. Shunya Savar, and that's what the Brahman is saying, is not the real benefit to be released from these miseries. Shunya Sabara Hoila Mahascharya Gyan Brahmanera Pratisave Kurana Pranam. When everyone heard what had happened, they were astonished. Then they all offered obeisances to the Brahman. Dvijabole Prabhu Ebe Amara Vidai Edeho Rakiteara Morena Hivai. The Brahman said, O Lord, now let me go. It is not proper for me to keep this body any longer. Jena Mora Chitta Hoila Tomara Himshai Se Mora Prayas Chitta Marimu Gangai. Since I intended to harm you, my atonement should be to drown myself in the Ganges. Shunyati Akaitava Dvijara Bhajan Tushta Hoilena Prabhu Sarva Bhaktagan. On hearing the sincere words of the Brahman, the Lord and the devotees became pleased. Prabhu Bole Dvija Tumi Bhagyavanta Bara. Prabhu Bole Dvija Tumi Bhagyavanta Bara Janma Janma Krishnara Sevaka Tumi Dara. The Lord said, O Brahman, you are most fortunate. You are certainly Krishna's servant, birth after birth. Nahile emata kripa koribena kene e prakasha anyeki dekaye britya bine. Otherwise, why would he bestow such mercy on you? Who other than his servant can see such opulences? Patita tarana hetu Chaitanya Gosai avatariya chena ihate anyanai. Chaitanya Gosai has appeared to deliver the fallen souls. There is no doubt about this. Shuna Dvija Jatika Pataka Koili Tui Arajadina Karis Tab Sub Nimumui. Well, listen, Brahman, I will relieve you of whatever sins you have committed if you do not commit them again. If sins that are committed are confessed before a bona fide spiritual master, the sinner becomes relieved of the reactions. Then he no longer engages in such sinful activities. If a human being accepts the punishment that is prescribed by the rules of atonement, he learns for the future. In some cases, however, a punished person commits the same sin for which he had undergone punishment. When there is no longer a propensity for committing further sin, a person desires to be relieved of the reactions for the sins he has committed. If that desire is sincere, then there is no possibility of reviving the propensity to commit sin. But if one is not completely free from sin, then the seed of sin naturally induces one to engage again in sinful activities. As a bankrupt person unable to repay his debts is given a fresh opportunity to repay his debts under a formula prescribed by the judge, the mind of one who is inclined to lead a pious life by giving up desires to commit sinful activities like harming others does not run after sin. Sri Nityananda Prabhu excused the previous deeds of that sinful Brahmin and gave him a new life. So when I was in St. Petersburg, one time they had actually elephants from a circus there. And it was very grand. At the
temple.
What?
At the temple.
Yeah, at the temple. And then afterwards, they were from a local circus. And then afterwards, I saw the elephants and the riders went. The elephants went to bathe in the I guess it's, what is it, the ocean there, the sea, what is it, the Black Sea?
Baltic Sea.
Baltic Sea, okay. They went to bathe there. And then I saw what's described in the Shastra. When the elephants went in the water, they were very happy. And when they came out of the water with their trunks, they started to throw sand and dirt all over themselves. So that's the example we have of people that it's like it's this prayaschitta, over and over undergoing prayaschitta, atonement for one's sins, and then coming out of that prayaschitta or atonement and starting the same sins all over again, which is compared to be, in the Shastra it's said to be like the bathing of an elephant, that when it comes out of the water, immediately starts throwing more sand all over himself. So I saw that example. I hadn't seen that example actually in practice, but there I saw it. It's actually, so then one has this example. People are always undergoing confessions and atonements, but they can't even get out of the temple or church before they start their same activities. And why? Because even though a forest fire burns all the plants, the seeds are still within the ground. So when it starts to rain again, all those plants come out again. So it's the same. The seeds for sinful activity are in the desire, are in the heart, and again they will grow. Sin can be in seed or sprouting or fully fructified and producing fruit and different levels of sin. But if the seeds are still there within the heart, even though one undergoes atonement, then one will be forced to sin again. This is my condition. Parahimsa dakachuri sab anachar chadikiya ihatumi na koriya ar. Give up, the Lord says, give up violence to others, stealing, and other immoral activities. Do not do such things again. Dharma pate giya tumi loha harinam, tabe tumi anjeri koriba paritran. Lead a religious life and chant the name of Hari. Then you can also deliver others. Jatasab dashu chora dakiya aniya. Dharmapate sabare laujai tumigiya. You should gather all the rogues and dacoits together and induce them to lead religious lives. Ita boliapana galai mala ani tushtahoy ramanere dilena apani. Now, Nityananda is using the word dharmapat. Dharmapate, dharmapat. How would you translate that?
P-A-T-H-A, that pot.
Yes, P-A-T-H-E.
Yeah, on the path of Dharma or the way of Dharma.
Yeah. But the Lord also in the Bhagavad Gita says, Sarva Dharmam Parityaja Mamikam Sharanam Vraja. So it doesn't mean superficial Dharma. This actually means, this means what we call Sanatana Dharma, the actual engagement of the living entity in the service of the Lord. That's what. You should gather all the rogues and dacoits together and induce them to lead religious lives. Eta Bodhyapana Galai Malaani Tushtahoy Brahmanana Dilena Apani. After speaking these words, Nityananda took the garland from his neck and happily gave it to the Brahmin. Mahajaya Jaya Dhwani Hoyle Takan Dvijara Hoyle Sarva Bandha Vimochan. Everyone then chanted Jai Jai. In this way the Brahmin was relieved from all material bondage. Kaku Kori Dvija Prabhu Charane Dariya Krandana Kore Bahu Dakiya Dakiya. The Brahmin caught hold of the Lord's lotus feet, shed tears, and lamented with great humility. Ahe Prabhu Nityananda Patika Pavan Mui Pata Kire Deho Charane Charano. Nityananda Prabhu, our deliverer of the fallen, please give this sinful person shelter at your lotus feet. Here it says, Pataki Pavan. Pataki. It means...
Sinners.
Huh?
Sinners.
Yeah.
Purify your sins.
Tomarahim Shaya se Hoila Moramati Mui Papistera Kon Loke Hoibegati. Since I desired to harm you, what will be the fate of this sinful person? Nityananda Prabhu Bara Karuna Sagar Parapadma Dilatara Mastaka Upar. Nityananda Prabhu, the ocean of mercy, then placed his lotus feet on that Brahmin's head. So the Brahmin says, since I desired to harm you, what will be the fate of this sinful person? Nityananda Prabhu, the ocean of mercy, then placed his lotus feet on the Brahmin's head. This will be the fate of you. Charanarabinda Pai Mastake Prasad Brahmanera Kandila Sakala Aparad. Having received the Lord's lotus feet on his head, all the Brahman's offenses were nullified. Say Dvija Dwari Jata Chora Dashugan Dharma Pate Ashi Loila Chaitanya Sharan. By the influence of that Brahmin, all sorts of dacoits took shelter of Lord Chaitanya and led religious lives. Dakachuri Parahimsa Chadiyanachar Sabe Loilenate Sadhu Vyabahar. They gave up thievery, violence to others, and immoral activities and behaved like great saintly persons. Sabe Loyana Harinama Laka Laka Sabe Hoilena Vishnu Bhakti Joge Daka. They all chanted the name of Hari hundreds of thousands of times, and they became expert in the devotional service of Lord Vishnu. There is a difference between devotion to Vishnu and devotion to objects other than Vishnu. In devotional service to Vishnu, there is no sense gratification, but in devotion to demigods other than Vishnu, there is the desire for fulfilling one's selfish motives. Yet in devotional service to Vishnu, there are three categories: Kina, weak; Madhyam, medium; and Nipuna, expert. By chanting the name of Hari, love for Krishna is awakened and one becomes qualified to relish the topmost transcendental mellows. Krishna Premi Mata, Krishna Gana Niranta, Nityananda Prabhu Hena Karuna Sagar. They became intoxicated with love for Krishna and constantly chanted Krishna's name. Sri Nityananda Prabhu is such an ocean of mercy. Anya avatari ke ho jatana hipai Nirabari Nityananda Chaitanya Lo Jai. The shelter of the Supreme Lord was not easily attainable in other incarnations, but Nityananda always induced everyone to surrender to Lord Chaitanya. Jai Brahmana Nityananda Swarup Namane Tahare Lao Jai Se Chorada Shugane. Any Brahmin who does not accept Nityananda Swarup is counted among the thieves and rogues. Oh, here you go. Any Brahmin who does not accept Nityananda Swarup is counted among the thieves and rogues. Chorada Shugane. He's among that company. If even the topmost Brahmin endowed with humility and knowledge does not accept subordination to Sri Nityananda Swarup, then that foolish Brahmin is welcomed by rogues and thieves as one of their own, or Sri Nityananda includes him in the category of rogues and thieves. Oh, very nice. Yogeshwara Sabe Banche Jai Prema Bikar Jai Ashu Jai Kampa Jai Bapulaka Hunkar Chorada Kaite Hoila Hena Bhakti Hena Prabhu Nityananda Swarupa Shakti. The transformations of ecstatic love desired by the best of the yogis, like shedding tears, shivering, hairs standing on end, and roaring, were achieved by even thieves and rogues. Such was the potency of Nityananda Swarupa. So, I've often thought about, not exactly this incident, but I've often thought that sometime in one's life, one has to make a conscious decision that one accepts this path and surrenders to it. I mean, it's one thing to follow the path and go along and execute devotional service, but I also believe that one has to make a conscious decision of taking that path and surrendering to it, or at least attempting to surrender to it. There has to be some conscious decision. That's something I feel. Now, I don't know. So the transformations of ecstatic, let's see, okay. Bhaja Bhaja Bhai Hena Prabhu Nityananda Jahara Prasade Pai Prabhu Gaurachandra. Oh brothers, just worship Nityananda Prabhu, by whose mercy one can attain Lord Gaurachandra. Well, certainly this incident, this story seems to illustrate that very clearly. Jai Shunay Nityananda Prabhur Akyan Tahare Miliba Gaurachandra Bhagavan. One who hears the topics of Nityananda Prabhu will attain the lotus feet of Lord Gaurachandra. Dashugan Mochana Jai Chitta Diyashune Nityananda Chaitanya Dekive Sejane. Anyone who hears these topics of delivering the dacoits will see Nityananda Prabhu and Lord Chaitanya. Henamate Nityananda Parama Kotuke Biharena Aboy Parama Nanda Suke. In this way, Nityananda fearlessly and happily enjoyed his pastimes. Tabe Nityananda Sarva Parishad Sange Prate Grame Grame Brahme Kirtanera Range. Thereafter, Nityananda and the company of his associates went from village to village and performed blissful kirtan. Kanachoda Badagachi Ara Dogachiya Gangara Opara Kabu Jajena Kulia. He visited Kanachoda, Badagachi, and Dogachiya, and sometimes he went to Kulia, which is situated on the other side of the Ganges. Another reading for Kanachoda is Kalachada. Some people call it Kanachoda, Kanajoda, Kanachota, or Kanachalda. Kalachada refers to old to an old riverbed or a dried up bed or ditch where the Ganges previously flowed. The village of Badagachi exists even today and is situated near the villages of Kashirakala and Raghunapur. The house of Sri Nityananda's father-in-law is in this village. The village of Dogachi is situated near Krishnanagar. One of Nityananda's servants used to live there. Sri Navadip refers to Sri Mayapur, which is situated on the eastern bank of the Ganges. Koladvip or Kolia is situated on the western bank of the Ganges. According to the opinion of all learned persons, the present city of Navadip was known as Kolia during the time of Mahaprabhu. Sri Mayapur Navadip is situated on the eastern bank, across from the village Kolia. According to the statement of Sri Chaitanya Bhagawat, Sabe Matra Ganga Nadi Jaya Kuli Jai. Only the Ganges lay between Nadia and Kulia. Sri Navadip, Mayapur is always situated on the eastern side of the Ganges, and Kulia was and is always situated on the western bank of the Ganges. Even now, places like Kuliyar, Ganja, Amada Kola, Tegharira Kola, and Kuli Jaradaha indicate the location of ancient Kulia. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur's comment about the geography of the eastern and western side of the Ganges to clarify some points he's making. Visheshi Sukritiyati Varagachi Gram Nityananda Swarupera Bihaderastan. The village of Badagachi is especially glorious for Nityananda Swarup enjoyed many pastimes there. Do you know where that is, Badagachi? Badagachi Gramer Chatika Bhagyodai Taharakoritenai Pari Samuchai. It is difficult to estimate the good fortune of Badagachi village. Nityananda Swarupera Parishadgan Nirabadi Sabe Paramanandaman. All the associates of Nityananda Swarup were always filled with great ecstasy. Karo Konat Karmanai, Sankirtana Mine, Savara Gopala Baba, Bore Kane Kane. They had no engagement other than to perform Sankirtan, and they all became increasingly absorbed in the mood of cowherd boys. Petrabamshi, Singat, Chanda, Dari, Gujahar, Tarakadu, Hate Paye, Nupura Savar. They carried sticks, flutes, horns, and ropes. They wore necklaces of gunja, and they decorated their wrists with bangles and bracelets, and their ankles with ankle bells. So they carried sticks, flutes, horns, and ropes. They wore necklaces of gunja, and they decorated their wrists with bangles and bracelets, and their ankles with ankle bells. The dress of cowherd boys. Nirabari Sabar Sharire Krishna Baba Ashakampa Pulaka Jatika Anuraga. Their bodies were always filled with the ecstasy of Krishna consciousness, and they manifested the symptoms of pure devotional service like crying, shivering, and hair standing on end. Savar Sundarya Jaina Abhinam Madan Nirvadi Sabe Korana Sankirtan. Their beauty was equal to that of Cupid, and they always performed Sankirtan. Payabai Swami Prabhu Nityananda Nirvadi Kotuke Takena Bhakta Brinda. Having attained their fearless master, Nityananda Prabhu, the devotees were always joyful. Nityananda Swarupera Dasara Mahima Shatavatsaryo Korivari Nahisima. I cannot describe all the glories of Nityananda Swarup service, even in 100 years. And obviously, Vrindaban Das Thakur is one of them. He's an eternal servant of Nityananda Prabhu. Tatapiya Noma Kohe Jani Jara Jara Nama Matra Smaraneo Tariye Samsara. Still, I will mention the names of those whom I know, for simply by remembering their names, one is delivered from material existence. Jara Jara Sange Nityanandera Bihar Sabinanda Goshti Gopa Gopi Avatar. The devotees with whom Nityananda enjoyed pastimes were all incarnations of the cowherd boys and cowherd girl associates of Nanda Maharaj. Associates of Sri Nityananda were cowherd boys, cowherd girls, and family members of Nanda Maharaj and Krishna's pastimes. Nityananda Swarupera Nishita Lagiya Purvanam Na Lekila Vidita Korea. Being prohibited by Nityananda Prabhu, I am not disclosing their previous names. Sri Nityananda Prabhu, Sri Nityananda prohibited his devotees from discussing in public the names by which his associates and companions were known during the pastimes of Krishna. But for the information of the devotees, the names by which Sri Nityananda's associates in the pastimes of Gaura were known in the pastimes of Krishna are described by Sri Kavikarnapur in the book Sri Gauragano Desha Dipika. Parama Parshad Ramadasa Mahashai Nirabadi Ishwara Bhave Sekotakai. His principal associate was Ramadas Mahashai, who always spoke in the mood of the Supreme Lord. Jarabhakya Keho Jata Napare Bujite Nirabadi Nityananda Jara Ridayete. No one could easily understand his words. Nityananda always resided in his heart. Ramadas Mahashai. Sabar Adika Baba Grasta Ramadas Jaradehe Krishna Chilena Tinamash. Of all the devotees, Ramadas had the most intense feelings of ecstatic love. Krishna resided in his body for 3 months. Ramadas, who was the topmost associate of Sri Nityananda, always spoke in the mood of the Vishaya Vigraha, the object of worship. Yet he was not a Mayavadi follower of Shankaracharya. Many people did not understand his actual position, misunderstood him as an Anagrahopa Shaka. As an Ahangraho Pasaka. Hangrahopasaka, or one who worships himself as the supreme. He is not that. Actually, Ramadas was always eager to gratify the senses of the Supreme Lord. Since foolish Mayavadis consider the living entities and the Supreme Brahman as one, they cannot understand the endeavors of the devotees. Once Sri Ramadas concealed his mood as a servant, and Krishna entered his body and resided there for 3 months. If one takes advantage of this incident and independently acts like Krishna, his attainment of hell is guaranteed. Many followers of the Ramanandi Sampradaya follow the path of Hangrahopasana. Since the Mayavad philosophy is predominantly found in their literature, the Vaishnavas of the 4 authorized Sampradayas do not agree with them on all matters. Prasiddha Chaitanya Das, Murari Pandit, Jarakela, Mahasarpa, Vyagrera Sahita. Murari Chaitanya Das was a renowned associate who sported with large snakes and tigers. That's Murari Chaitanya, Shanga Murari. That's one stop from the birthplace of Vrindaban Das Thakur. The residence of Shanga Murari, Shanga Thakur, and Murari Chaitanya. Rahugana Vaidya Upadhyaya Mahamati Jaradrishti Pate Krishne Hoy Rati Mati. Raghunath Vaidya Upadhyaya was most magnanimous. By his grace, attachment for Krishna would awaken in one's mind. Prema Bhakti Rasamoy Gadadhar Das, Jaradarshana Mantra Sarva Papanash. Gadadhar Das was filled with the transcendental mellows of ecstatic love. It's filled with Prema Bhakti Rasamoy. Prema Bhakti Rasamoy. He is full of Rasamoy, full of that Rasa Prema Bhakti. Gadadhar Das was filled with the transcendental mellows of ecstatic love. Simply by seeing him, all sinful reactions were destroyed. Prema Rasa Samudra Sundaranandanam Nityananda Swarupera Parshada Pradhan. Sundarananda was an ocean of the mellows of ecstatic love. He was the chief of Nityananda Swarup's associates. Sundarananda. Pandita Kamala Kanta Parama Udam Jahari Dilena Nityananda Saptagram. Pandit Kamalakanta was most grave. Nityananda entrusted the village of Saptagram to him. Goridas Pandit Parama Bhagyavan Kayomano Bhakye Nityananda Jarapran. Goridas Pandit was most fortunate, for he accepted Nityananda's light as his life and soul with his body, mind, and speech. Purandara Pandit Parama Santadanta Nityananda Swarupera Vallabha Ekanta. Purananda Pandit was greatly peaceful and self-controlled. He was extremely dear to Nityananda Swarup. Nityananda Jivana Parameshwari Das Jahara Vigrahe Nityanandera Bilas. Nityananda was the life and soul of Parameshwari Das. Nityananda enjoyed pastimes in his body. Dhananjaya Pandit Mahanta Vilakan Jahara Hridaya Nityananda Sarvakan. Dhananjaya Pandit was an extraordinary devotee. Nityananda always resided in his heart. Prema Rase Mahamata Balaramadas Jahara Vatase Sab Papa Jayanash. Balaram Das was intoxicated with the mellows of ecstatic love. The breezes that touched his body destroyed all sins. Janunatha Kavi Chandra Prema Rasamoy Nirabadi Nityananda Jahare Sadai. Janunath Kavichandra was filled with the mellows of ecstatic love. Nityananda was always merciful to him. Jagadish. So Janunatha Kavichandra Prema Rasa Moy Nirvani Nityananda Jahare Sadoi. Janunath Kavichandra was filled with the mellows of ecstatic love. Nityananda was always merciful to him. Jagadish Pandit Parama Jyotirdam Sapar Shade Nityananda Janardana Prana. Jagadish Pandit was the abode of great effulgence. Nityananda and his associates were his life and soul. Jagadish Pandit. Pandita Purushottama Navadipe Janma Nityananda Swarupera Mahabritya Marma. Pandit Purushottama took birth in Navadip. He was a confidential servant of Nityananda Swarup. Purve Jaragare Nityanandera Basati Jahara Prasade Hoy Nityanande Basmati Purve Jaragare Nityanandera Basati Jahara Prasada Hoy Nityananda Mati Jahara Prasade Hoy Nityananda Mati. Nityananda had previously stayed in his house, a Pandit Purushottama. By his mercy, one's mind would be fixed on Nityananda. Radhe Janma Mahashai Dvija Krishnadas Nityananda Parishade Jahara Vilas. Dvija Krishnadas Mahashai was born in Bradadesh. He enjoyed the association of Nityananda's associates. Prasiddha Kaliya Krishnadasa Tribhuvane Gaurachandra Labhya Hoy Jahara Smarane. Kaliya Krishnadas was famous throughout the three worlds. By remembering him, one can attain Gaurachandra. Sadashiva Kaviraj Mahabhagyavan Jaraputra Purushottama Dasanam. Sadashiva Kaviraj was most fortunate. He had a son named Purushottama Das. Mayanahi Purushottama Dashara Sharire Nityananda Chandra Jara Hridaya Bihare. The body of Purushottama Das was displayed. The body of Purushottama Das displayed no external consciousness, for Nityananda Chandra resided in his heart. Udaranadata Maha Vaishnava Udar Nityananda Sevai Jaharadikar. Udaranadatta was a great magnanimous Vaishnava. He was qualified for the service of Nityananda. Mahesh Pandit Ati Parama Mahanta Paramanande Upajaya Vaishnava Ekanta. Mahesh Pandit was the most exalted devotee. Paramananda Upajaya was an unalloyed Vaishnava. Chaturbhuja Pandita Nandana Gangadas Purvecharagare Nityananda Vilas. Gangadas was the son of Chaturbhuja Pandit. Nityananda had previously stayed in his house. Acharya Vaishnava Nanda Parama Udar Purve Raghunatha Puri Nama Khyati Jara. Acharya Vaishnava Nanda was most magnanimous. He was formerly known as Raghunath Puri. Prasiddha Paramananda Gupta Mahashai Purvijara Gare Nityananda Aloy. Paramananda Gupta Mahashai was well known. Nityananda enjoyed pastimes in his house. Paramananda Gupta Mahashai. Vadagachi Nivasi Sukriti Krishnadas Jahara Mandire Nityanandara Vilas. The fortunate Krishnadas was a resident of Vadagachi. Nityananda enjoyed pastimes in his house. Krishnadas Devananda Dui Shudamati Mahanta Acharya Chandra Nityananda Gati. Krishnadas and Devananda were both pure-hearted. The exalted devotee Acharya Chandra accepted Nityananda as his goal of life. Gayana Madhavananda Gosha Mahashai Vasudeva Ghosh Ati Prema Rasa Moy Madhavananda Ghosh Mahashai was a singer. Vasudeva Ghosh was filled with the mellows of ecstatic love. Mahabhagyavanta Jiva Pandita Udar Jaragare Nityananda Chandrara Bihar. The most fortunate Jiva Pandit was magnanimous. Nityananda Chandra enjoyed pastimes in his house. Okay. The most fortunate Jiva Pandit was magnanimous. Nityananda Chandra enjoyed pastimes in his house. Nityananda Priya Manohar Narayana Krishnadas Devananda Eight Shari Janma. Nityananda Priya Manohar Narayana Krishnadas, Devananda, Charijan. The four devotees, Manohar, Narayan, Krishnadas, and Devananda, were all dear to Nityananda Prabhu. Manohar, Narayan, Krishnadas, and Devananda. Jatabritya Nityananda Chandrara Sahite Shatavatsari E Tahanapari Anapari Likite Jatabritya Nityananda Chandrara Sahite Shatavatsari O O Tahana Parilikite Jatabritya Nityananda Chandrera Saite Shatavatsari O Tahana Parilikite. I am unable to write about all the servants of Nityananda Chandra, even in 100 years. Sahasra Sahasreko, Seva Keragan, Sabar, Chaitanya, Nityananda, Dana Prema, or Dana Prad. Sahasra Sahasre Eho Sevakaragana Sabara Chaitanya Nityananda Dana Prana. Each of those servants had thousands of followers. They all accepted Lord Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu as their wealth and life. Nityananda Prasade Tahara Guru Sam Sri Chaitanya Rase Sabe Parama Udam. By the mercy of Nityananda, they were all qualified spiritual masters. They were all greatly intoxicated by the mellows of love for Lord Chaitanya. Kichu Matrami, Liki Lana, Jani Jare, Sakala Vidita Hoibe, Beda Vyasa Dare. I have mentioned only those whom I know. The others will be described by Vedavyas. Sarvasesh Prityatana Vrindavanadas, Avasesha Patra Narayani Garbhajata. The last of his servants is Vrindaban Das. He took birth. No, don't touch it.
It's saying low battery. It's okay.
Huh?
No, I was just saying low battery.
Seva Sesha Brityatana Vrindavanadas Avasesha Patra Narayani Garbhajata. The last of his servants is Vrindaban Das. He took birth from the womb of Narayani, who was the recipient of the Lord's remnants. This is written by Vrindaban Das. It says the last of Nityananda's servants is Vrindaban Das. He took birth from the womb of Narayani, who was a recipient of the Lord's remnants. The author, Sri Vrindaban Das Thakur, is not identified as a descendant by his paternal line. Rather, he became famous for his relationship with his mother, who was a devotee of Gaura. It is well known that his mother, Sri Narayani Devi, accepted the remnants of Sri Chaitanya Dev. Sri Vrindaban Das Thakur, the son of this Narayani, was the final servant of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. Adyapiya Vaishnava Mandale Jaradwani Chaitanya Rava Sesha Patra Narayani. Even today, the Vaishnavas glorify Narayani as the recipient of Lord Chaitanya's remnants. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityananda Chandajan Vrindavan Das Tachu Parajugegan. Accepting Sri Chaitanya and Nityananda Prabhu as my life and soul, I, Vrindaban Das, sing the glories of their lotus feet. Thus end the English translation of the Gaudiya Bhashya commentary on Sri Chaitanya Bhagawat, Antya-khanda, chapter 5, entitled The Pastimes of Nityananda Prabhu. Okay, there you have it. Now, is Pushta Krishna here yet?
Not yet, but he's hopefully coming.
Okay.
Do you normally turn this off now?
No.
There you go.
No, I'd like to play the card toss directly into the microphone. Mic is here. The mic is here, and the cartos will be right next to the mic. Maybe some people were thinking like you, yes, turn it off.
I was just asking.
Hari Hare Nama Krishna Jadavaya Nama Jai Saparikara Shishi Guru Guranga Gandharvika Giridhari Joki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajakacharya Astatara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahansa Paravajakacharya Astatara Sadashi Shimad Srila Bhakti Rakakshira Dev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Bhagavan Srila Bhakti Sivananda Saraswati Goswami Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Satchidananda Bhakti Vinod Thakur Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Srila Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj Ki Jai. Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Premsi Go Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Adwaita Acharya Harshi Vasudeva Shri Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. So Parshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. So Parshada Shri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Srila Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Ki Jai. Srila Vrindaban Das Thakur Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Bhagavat Ki Jai. Narottam Srivas Shamananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Vishwavaranya Srila Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Nirmal Acharya Maharaj Ki Jai. Sri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Acharya Brinda Ki Jai. Shri Navadip Dham Ki Jai. Shri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saparshada Shri Mahaprabhu Ki Jai. Shri Kaladeep Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Shri Shri Radha Krishna Go Gopi Govardhan Sham Kunda Radha Kunda Kalindi Yamuna Jewel Ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Chandan Parvat Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Bhakti Kamal Tyagi Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Pushta Krishna Prabhu Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Gaur Premanande. And tomorrow will be Sri Nrsimha Chaturdasi. Ki Jai.
And Vishnupad Srila Bhakti Pavan Janardan Maharaj Ki Jai.
Jai.
Gaur Premanande.
Ah.